Hello everyone, this is Spooky Vee. Welcome to another video. This is day 8 of my Halloween series. So let's start off with some dye. We're making some batty clips, and I was thinking to myself, it's about time that I start doing some chunky embellishments. So that's what we're doing today because I missed them. So we're using the DCWV dye, the Batt dye. We're using the Whimsley Stamps dye and only the little skull. And you can use any skull you'd like. These are, I believe, KS Crafts. I won that in a giveaway. These are the bottle cap dyes. If I had that Starburst dye, I would definitely had to use that one instead. So if you have it, use it. Okay, so this is everything that I'm working with. I went ahead and die cut all the pieces out, got everything ready, and right, there's no stitching on these just yet, so I'm gonna do that pretty soon. These clips are from Joanns. They're the Park Lane brand. I'm using some eyelash trim in black and gold. You could pick these up from Hobby Lobby using some liquid glue and some hot glue. I have all my pieces here. I'm thinking I may use that star from the Hey Pumpkin collection. So I am using the 31 collection, the Hey Pumpkin collection as well, mixing and matching here. And so I'm going to use the clips. And so now I went ahead and did some stitching off camera. Also, all the pieces are here, just bringing them all over. And I'm using a 100-pound cardstock for the back of the Batt die cut. Reason being is I want these sturdy, do not want them to bend over time. And so that's why I'm also using some hot glue to adhere the patterned paper die cut on top of the black cardstock. So this is not going anywhere, and it is not going to damage at all. So that was my plan. And I also did some wire wrapping off camera. So here is the skull, and I'm going to glue the cardstock to the black foam. So that is black foam. I'm also using some liquid glue for that. I did a Mountain Valley fold on the yellow cardstock strip there, which is roughly about a 1/4 inch wide and roughly about 3 inches long or so, 3 or 4, give or take. So right here I goofed. I remembered, oopsie, I forgot to put the eyelash trim first. So I had to rip that little strip off, and glue was getting everywhere. But thank goodness it hadn't dried yet. And so now it's time to add some more glue so I could add that black eyelash trim. So I do snip a piece of that eyelash trim, roughly about 2 inches or 2.5 inches. And so I just want it smaller than the Batt. So that's what I did there. And just trying to glue it on, and also trying to get some of the lashes to go in separate areas. My apologies, you guys. So the camera did not record what I was doing, so it didn't show you gluing the ghost and gluing the bottle cap die cut or the candy corn. So I apologize for that, but I didn't do anything different. All I did was stack them on each other with hot glue. That's all I did. So So what I'm doing here is I'm prepping the sticker to have some score tape and also some foam, and so I will be adding some foam to the head of the sticker because that piece will be hanging off of the candy corn. So time to add the score tape to the back of the sticker as well as the foam to the back of the sticker. So the foam is a double layer, and I needed that because the sticker will be hanging off of that candy corn, and so the head won't have anywhere to go so other than down, and we don't want that sticker to be facing down, so we want it to be on the level that it should be on, and so you do need some foam to do that. Now I'm gluing the foam to the sticker with hot glue, and both layers I do with hot glue except for the sticker portion. I do use that score tape because score tape adheres better to the sticker that the material that the sticker is made of. So now I'm going to glue it to the candy corn, and as you can see that the head will be hanging off, and that's why I needed that foam. I'm using this pumpkin ephemera from the Spooky by Pebbles collection, and I do have a little bit of ephemera lingering here and there, and so I decided to use that on the back of the skull die. I'm going to use some of this foam tape that I picked up from Dollar Tree a while ago, and I'm going to use it on the back of that pumpkin. It did need an extra layer because there were some layers there because of the sticker. So I'm using some hot glue to adhere the skull to the top of the pumpkin ephemera, and this embellishment is coming along, and I like how it looks. I'm going to add an eyelet here, and I'm just going to go in fast mode so you don't have to be bored with that. So I did pick up these jump rings from Hobby Lobby in the jewelry section. And so I take both of them out. There's two different sizes, and I end up using the smaller size. I thought the bigger one was just too big, even though the small one fits pretty snug, but it was large enough to house the little beads that I used. So now get your jewelry tools and open up that jump ring and add it to the eyelet, as well as add the beads to the eyelet and shut it closed. So these are the beads that I used. I picked this up from Amazon. I will have it linked below, and they just come in assortment of colors and they sparkle really good. So I wasn't finished putting on the jump ring because I noticed that one of the head pins was gold, and so I wanted it to be silver for this one because this is the traditional embellishment, and so the gold one was for the pastel embellishment. So I decided to do traditional first on this video because I've been favoring the pastels and doing the pastels first, and so I did the traditionals first this time. While I'm fiddling with that, I just want to let you guys know that this weekend we celebrated my son's birthday, and so we didn't just celebrate just one day, so we've already are on day 3 of celebrating. And so that's the reason why I'm so late on these videos. So and also reason is I'm unable to show you guys the embellishment book at the end of the video. So I'm going to try to do a bonus video mid-week this coming week and show you guys the embellishment books with these embellishments that I made this weekend. And so I apologize for that. So the embellishment book will not be shown. Okay, for the clips, I do use glossy accents for adhering the embellishment to the clips because I would like that to stay, and I just don't have a trust in hot glue enough for it to adhere to wood and paper, and also keep it intact for a long period of time. So I'm using the glossy accents and also some hot glue. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm also struggling because yeah, so it's a love-hate with glossy accents in this bottle. If you're going to try to make this embellishment, just take your time, no rush. You don't have to add all of your pieces immediately. Just build and take your time. And also gluing the embellishment to the clip, take your time as well. Make sure that it's straight, because I have glued embellishments to things and they are off center, so you don't want that, because after working so hard and then it's off center at the end, that's just, yeah, it's not fun. So just giving the embellishment a little camera moment so you guys can see all the details, and turning it around to see all of the textures, all of the layers, and so you can get a good look at that. Well, you guys, this concludes the video. Here is the pastel embellishment as well as the traditional. I added some sequins to both of them, some silver to the traditional and some gold to the pastel, and also giving them some more camera time so you guys could see the different textures and layers. And hopefully you enjoy this, and we'll be making some. And I think they came out amazing. I love them so much. They're so teeny, at the same time not that small. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.